Hello. How are you today? Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I'm just setting up everything right now to see if it works for my debut tomorrow. So there is nothing much to see during my stream right now. Okay, so the chat box should be alright now. If you're still watching, maybe you could tell me whether it's too big or too small. I hope that the size is alright, because even though the chat box itself is really small, I think the letters should be in a size that you can read it well when you have the stream open. So I got that set up already. Let's see what's next. Hey, how are you today? I'm just setting up everything right now, so it's not that entertaining. Hey, how are you? Sorry if I'm not talking that much because I'm just setting up everything. And as I just said, this is just a test stream. And I'm just setting everything up, so this is not meant for entertainment or anything. So I'm really sorry if you expected something else while clicking here. I still appreciate if you're lurking around because it still helps my channel grow. But I'm really sorry that I'm not that entertaining right now because I just want to have everything set up and tested live in a stream, so I'm sure that it works tomorrow on my debut. And yeah, if you have anything that you recommend me to use or that you would like to see in the stream, please just write it in the chat and I will see if I can implement it. Yeah, and if there's anything that you think should be changed, like the size of the chat box or like the size of the font in the chat box, because the chat box itself, the size can't be changed. But if you notice anything that you would like to have different, then please just tell me so I can change that. Hey, thank you for the question. My debut tomorrow is at 9 p.m. CEST. This is like 9 p.m. in my the time zone where I live in Germany, and it's 3 p.m. EDT. I'm not that good with time zones. I tried to make it a time where everyone can watch, because if I make it even later for the people in the US, so it's evening for you, it would be like 3 or 4 a.m. for me, which is way too late. So yeah, I hope that this is a time where everyone can watch. You're welcome. I hope the time zones are clear, because I'm new to time zones, because where I live you don't use them, because in like Central Europe everyone has the same time zone, so it's no issue here. You just say, hey, it's like 8 p.m. and everyone knows, like, okay, 8 p.m. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, and I need to see where I can change that. Just in the description you said. Okay, gonna chat rules. Yeah, true, the Brits have a different time zone than us. But I think it's not as confusing as, like, United States time zones, because I think you guys have like 4 different time zones. So that's really confusing. And I also don't know which time zone is like the smartest to tell everyone, because in the United States there are 4 different time zones, I think. So which one is the smartest one to pick if I say it's like at that time? Because should I take the earliest or the latest or one in the middle? I don't know. Okay, I added some chat rules. Yeah, I just looked up what's like common rules and how they like say it in the smartest and fastest way possible so everyone understands, because I sometimes tend to type a lot when explaining something that is really easy. Yeah, USA time zones truly are a nightmare. But they probably like get along with them. Like if I just like pick one time zone from them that I stick to in every post or announcement that I make, I mean, they lived there for probably their whole life or many years. So if they see, oh, it's the time zone from, I don't know, New York, but I live in, I don't know, LA, which is like, I think the opposite. I hope I'm getting that right. They know it's like 4 hours apart, right? So I don't have to include every time zone. Yeah, that's true. I think the one that I picked is the one from the most west. I think I took the one in LA or California or what it is. Also, I have a question. If you happen to watch the stream and not just chat and lurk, do you see your own messages in the chat box? Because either they already faded away and that's why I don't see them, or they didn't get displayed at all. Because I think the delay that I'm having is really bad, because when I tested the chat box, it took a few seconds to display on OBS, and then it took like 20 seconds or even more to be displayed on stream, even though I picked the low latency. And I think I have to pick a even lower latency, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I just saw that the text popped up, so should be okay. But the chat box is so small, I think I need to adjust it later on. Yeah, one just appeared in OBS, and now I opened the stream myself, and now I am seeing the one where you mentioned California in the stream. So it's like super delayed for some reason. Because you responded in the chat to my question like 20 seconds later. So you're hearing me in almost real time, I assume. But the chat is so far behind. Because as I already answered your question, or like we're talking about it, you said, oh, I don't see it, and oh no, now I see it, because yeah, I think you can make them stick. Let me see. I mean, you should be able to. Um, Chat delay, but chat delay is 0 seconds for me here, so I'm not sure why it's so delayed. But now I changed it that the messages stay on stream. A 30-second delay, but that's so much, I think. Because you hear me talking about it, but you don't see the message, and then it pops up like after 30 seconds. It's so much. But why is it doing that? Because in the settings, it says chat delay and I put it to 0 seconds. Yeah, that's the YouTube delay. It's like the lower latency. There's also extreme low, but I think this one is fine. I think 5 to 10 seconds delay is alright. But it's just the chat that is behind. Maybe it fixes itself when I restart the stream or something, because I just set it up as the stream was already online. Oh, it's alright, I don't know much about it either, I'm just trying to figure it out. But it's really helpful that you're giving me that feedback, so it's really nice to have you around. And I also don't like this latest subscriber thing, that it's beneath each other and not like next to each other. The one where next to the view count where it said who oh my god, I can't talk. Who subscribed recently. Now I got it. Because I wanted to have it like, wait, I can move it around, like one is here, like latest subscriber is here, maybe someone who super chatted is here. But it's not next to each other. I think I will restart it once I have set up everything, and then just restart it one time to see if it's getting fixed. And if not, then I just probably let it be like this until someone who knows about it tells me how to fix it. Oh, wait, no, that's not the right setting. Oh, I think I found the one that I wanted to add, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I probably joined the Discord server or ask on Twitter if someone could help me. But I just want to set everything up as far as I can right now and then get all the detailed work done later. Yeah, I think CEST is Central European Standard Time, I think. And GMT is like Greenwich Main Time, and +1 means whether you're ahead or behind. Yeah, and I'm not sure which one to use. This is so confusing. Hello there. Thank you for joining. I think I will just like take a look at other like maybe bigger VTubers and see which time zones they are using to tell their audience, and then I will just adapt and probably take the same. And I hope this command thing works, but it doesn't work either. I'm so glad I'm setting up everything right now, so it's done for my debut. I'm fine, and you? Well, I just wanted to get a basic bot that like maybe shows chat rules. Maybe someone where you can ask for social media like Twitter and Discord. And like just one that filters out spam messages or bad words or anything. I think that's the main reason. Because that's included in the bot as well. Just so there aren't any bad words. And the commands are not that important to me right now. But I don't know why it's not working, because it said activate the chatbot here and I clicked on it. And then it should be activated, right? Oh, I woke up super early this morning so I could go to the store because it's getting really hot today where I live. And I wanted to go to the store before it's hot outside so I don't die while going to the store. Yeah, I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's me messing up. Or the chatbot itself. But I got the chat box and I got alerts. Yeah, right. They said that tomorrow, at least in the part of Germany where I live, they said it's gonna be 34 degrees Celsius. Like, what the hell? I'm gonna melt. And anyway, I just thought I'm gonna be super smart if I go to the store at like 8 or 9 a.m. But it still was hot as hell. And when I came home, I had to sit in front of my fan for 5 minutes to cool down. Yeah, right. I know from someone from Italy, and there it also gets like really hot in the summer, up to like 38 degrees or something. And they say that 38 degrees in Italy is way nicer than like 29 in Germany. Yeah, it's me. I'm just setting up everything. PST, EST, BST, and JST. I assume JST Japanese Standard Time. I'm not sure if I should include that because I think every time that is convenient for me to stream is like in the middle of the night for Japanese people. Because I think for them it's like super late when it's like 7 p.m. for me. Nice to see you as well. Really happy I'm having you all around, even though I'm just setting up everything and failing at it. I don't know if you can hear anything, but I live in like the main street. I don't know how you call it in English, but for my German viewer, it's okay. I also forgot the German word. It's a Fußgängerzone. I live in the Fußgängerzone, and there are people yelling outside. And I don't know if you can hear it, but there's people yelling almost every day, even at night. I mean, it's nice to live like directly in the city, but there's always people yelling. Yeah, it's like the town center, but where I live, there are no cars allowed in that part of the street. And there's just shops. Like to the left and the right. It's like just like a really long street, and on the left and the right there are just shops or takeaway food, hairdressers. There's a small mall as well. And there are just like people walking on the street. And that's what it translates to if you translate it literally. And I live above an ice cream store and a Chinese takeaway. Yeah, I prefer that as well. I don't like living like in the city center that much because there's always like there's so much noise during the night, like drunk people or yeah, just people walking around at night making noise. And I'm a light sleeper, so it's not that nice. But I have many shops around, so I got that one going. I can't find the widget that I want to add on my stream. This is so confusing. Yeah, it's really convenient to live here. And also, like, I live above the Chinese takeaway, and right across the street, like, if I look outside of my window, there is another Chinese takeaway. And, like, the grocery store is also really close. I always walk there. And there's a tech store as well. So if I need anything, I can just go there. And like next to the Chinese takeaway that I live above, a hairdresser recently opened. So I also have a hairdresser around. There's anything everything. And I don't know if you translate the word that I'm looking for with drugstore, but it's a shop where you can only buy like makeup, shampoo, deodorant, stuff for your baby, and all that kind of thing. It's also right across the street. And next to that is a Turkish supermarket. I got everything that I need. I barely go anywhere else. Oh, and I forgot to yeah, the thing that I have here is Rossmann, which is basically the same. And I know that DM means like Drogeriemarkt, so I wasn't sure if drugstore is the correct translation. Because I think drugstore can also mean pharmacy, but it's not a pharmacy. Yeah, same. It's a weird word. Oh, I see. Yeah, drugstore is a weird name. You really get the wrong impression. I haven't thought about BGM yet. I was about to use like copyright-free BGM on YouTube, like 2 or 3 hour long videos with just music. Oh, and the most important thing is that there are 2 or 3 bubble tea stores close to where I live. That's the most important thing. Yeah, let me look it up. Audio stuff. Audio. Oh, same. I love tapioca and black tea milk. I usually only get like flavored black tea and popping boba when it's really hot in the summer to cool down. But I usually go with a matcha latte or a black milk tea with tapioca. But I'm not sure if I'm on the correct website because the audiostock.net website, it only shows me music that I have to purchase for $30. I'm not sure if I search up the right thing. But also with bubble tea, if you tell people that you love bubble tea, they'd be like, "Oh, it's not good for your body. It's so chemical and everything." And they think of popping boba and flavored black tea or green tea or whatever tea you choose, but like handmade tapioca from tapioca starch is fine for your body, and milk tea or just black tea without any additional thing in it is alright as well. So I don't get why people are always hating on bubble tea. It's so sad. Yeah, I'm alright. I just said I'm still having a bit of a sore throat because I was sick recently. And I was feeling better. But yesterday I was playing League of Legends with my friends. And there was a bug that caused me to spawn. Like not even spawn. I wasn't dead and respawn or anything, but I just popped up on almost the other side of the map in enemy territory, and I was just standing there, and no one knew how it happened or how I got there, and I was just freaking out and yelling, and I yelled to my teammates, "Come pick me up! Come, please help me! I don't want to die." So now my throat is a bit sore again because I yelled so much yesterday. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I was going to just play some YouTube music in the background, I think. But yeah, that bubble tea boom was huge back then. There were so many stores. But I think like it's starting again because all the shops that are here where I live, they opened like this year or maybe last year. But they are really new as well. And I'm still trying to figure out how to add this widget that I'm looking for. It's probably super easy. And I'm just stupid. I think I have to download something in order to achieve what I'm looking for. Well, here where I live, one store opened that is brand new and not from a chain. And it's really nice. I really love going there. It's just super small and you can't even sit down or anything. It's just for a pickup. But the owner is super cute and such a friendly man. He looks like those um old men in anime, those old grandpas that are just nice. Like I forgot his name, the uncle from The Last Airbender. Kind of that guy. And the other one is just a Chinese takeaway that existed for years, but they just started selling bubble tea like a year ago. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. I forgot the name. Okay, so I downloaded this thing where it said if I download it, I can add the latest subscriber to my stream, right? No, I think that's not the issue. I'm just not. I just try to figure out how I can make it show up in the stream, and I think I found it, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, why is this mirrored? Mirrored. I can't talk anymore. I actually decided to become a VTuber like probably 2 years ago. And I remember downloading VRoid Studio and just like doing some really basic things. And I was super excited, and I called a friend in Discord and I was like, "Hey, see, I'm this editor right now." And I really wanted to be a VTuber, but at that time I only had a laptop and it wasn't suitable for streaming or VTubing. And then, like, a bit more than a year ago, I bought a new PC, and shortly after that I decided to pick up VTubing again because I saw some VTubers on my YouTube feed, and I started VTubing in September last year, and I had another like persona, and I just used that for testing, and I streamed on Twitch and it went pretty well, but I didn't have like a YouTube channel or anything. And I just like started streaming, and I didn't have a debut or anything. I just wanted to figure out everything, how it works, how the community is, and everything. So yeah, then I took like a monthly long break to figure out how I want to start over, think about my model, my character, and the content that I want to make, and how I structure everything. And then I started this account, like this reincarnation, like 6 weeks ago. But I started VTubing like last year. Okay, this goes here. But I think being a VTuber is really nice. Yeah, it's quite a long journey, and I just wish that I would have stick to it sooner, because as I said, I discovered VTubing way earlier. So I wish I would just like started on Twitter or something. Even though my laptop wasn't suitable for streaming, I could have like done some basic YouTube videos and engage on Twitter and everything, and then once I have my setup, have a nice debut and some and everything. Because it like kind of feels like I wasted so much time, but I'm happy where I am right now, and I'm really confident about this, and I put a lot of thought and effort into it, and I think like looking back and saying, oh, I wish I would have done that earlier or something, that doesn't get me anywhere, so I'm just gonna give my best right now, and I'm super confident that it will be alright. Oh, thanks for pointing that out. I just need to see where I can change it. Must be really weird watching this and seeing the text floating around and everything. Yeah, I hope it's not too boring. Because there isn't even background music. But if I'm if I play music right now, it would be like I wouldn't be able to focus on everything. No, I don't like the way this looks. And I don't know, like, I'm using OBS, but it's so confusing because all the boxes and everything, they snap. Like, as you maybe saw, I wasn't able to move the name around as I wanted to. Because it kept snapping to something, but I wanted it to be in the center of the box. Yeah, I think the problem is the size of the chat box, because you probably can't see it the way I do, but I think it's because it's so small. And then because of the font size, it shows the name first, and then it would show the text. And because the chat box is so small, because if I was to change this, wait, let me see. See if I'm doing it like this. It's much more better. And I need to see if it if I can change the way it gets displayed, like not name and then the message next to it. Like it would be best if it would display the name and then the message below the name. Could you type something in the chat like, wait, like every few seconds so I can check this? Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, I've seen it in the cinema. It was really nice. I really liked it. I hope the chat is better now. It's just a bit small, but I think it's alright because it may appear it maybe appears small in OBS, and I'm not able to read it in OBS. But I'm just thinking, like, the viewer, if you're having it on, if you're watching in the browser on YouTube, it's much bigger than OBS, so it should be alright. Yeah, isn't it that like new Marvel anti-villain movie thing that came out like 2 months ago? Okay, it's alright if it's better than before. Um, could you do me another favor and unsubscribe and then resubscribe? I want to check if it tracks the latest subscriber. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's really hard to get it. I think it's really hard to set it up so it's good for every platform. And I will probably make another scene with another overlay for just chatting streams, so it will be bigger. But since I will probably stream games and art most of the time, I'm gonna set it up like this. Didn't seem to be working. Why is it doing that to me? I thought I set up everything correct. Yeah, maybe that will do it. Or maybe I just have to run the program that because I closed the program after setting it up. Okay, so I reopened the program and it doesn't show you resubbing in the logs. So it probably didn't detect it. I think it's just a lot of stuff that you have to learn one time. And once you know how to set everything up and change it, it's getting easier. Like a lot of, because as I'm seeing right now, I am working on it for 2 hours. And I bought some chicken nuggets on my way home from the grocery store. And I still haven't eaten them. Because I'm still doing this, I thought this would be like a 20-minute thing. I'll just like install everything, drag and drop it onto my stream, and that's it. And now I'm sitting here for 2 hours. But I hope it's not because I closed that program, because that would be super stupid. Because I think as a streamer, you already have to have so many applications open. Like I have my browser, of course. I have Discord. I've got Spotify, but I can close that because I'm not using it right now. I have open League of Legends. And you can like just substitute that with the game that I'm playing or streaming or art. Then I have another application open for gaming. OBS of course, for streaming. VTube Studio, but I'm not tracking my face right now. I'm just having the default animation. And then I would have to have the Streamlabs application that I downloaded open as well to track the latest subscribers. That's 7 applications for me. And there's probably more that you can have open. And I think I will just wait like the few minutes for the resub. And I will delete this widget over here. Away with you. Did you hear that? Someone rang my doorbell. But I'm not gonna open them. Yeah, I think Streamlabs is one of the easiest tools you can use. I mean, I haven't used any other tool because with my streaming that I did on Twitch, I use Streamlabs as well, and you can edit the chat box and everything from there and then import it into OBS. You can do that in the browser. But the thing that I had to download to track the latest subscriber is an application like that I had to download. Oh, okay, I see. Because my mic is really sensitive, and when the TV is running in another room, you can hear the TV, so I thought maybe you could hear the doorbell as well. But since I'm not waiting for a package or something, I'm not gonna open that. I'm such a horrible person. But I think everything is fine now. I think it looks really good. I think it's alright, at least for my debut. Yeah, it was just a test message. You can send a test alert, so you can see how the alert looks. Like, I can give myself a test subscriber. And test super chat. So you can see how it looks, and you can just you can adjust it accordingly. Yes, I did. The drawing is by me. I just let someone else do the rig because I have no experience in rigging. And since I didn't plan to become a rigger and do rigging commissions or something, I didn't put in the effort to learn Live2D. Because it's just a skill that I don't think I will need in the near future. So I just did the drawing and then send it to someone to rig. Did she already resub? Because if yes, then it didn't work again. Why is it doing this? Yeah, true, I could say that the model is by me because Otherwise, people would probably ask a lot if they don't know. Oh, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe it's a one-time thing. That you can only, like, detect it one time, because otherwise because if you subscribe, there would be a alert that you subscribed as well, and you can add a sound to the alert, right? And I think if you could, like, desub and resub all the time, you could spam the streamer with alerts, right? Because it would go alert, 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 alert. And to prevent that, maybe it just detects the first time you ever subscribe to the channel. And that's why it doesn't show it. That's probably the case. Because it shows the latest subscriber that I also got a notification for on YouTube. Oh, that would be good for testing. Yeah, I haven't thought of a text, because, like, there is a text that I added, but it's after the rules, so I should probably post it here, like, on top of the rules. Makes more sense, I guess. But I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's don't stress yourself. But I'm really happy with everything right now. I think it turned out better than I expected it to be. Hey, hello. It's not showing up in the application. Maybe it needs some time. But that would be stupid. Because I want it to be real time. No, it didn't show up. But I don't know why it's not working, because if I connected it wrong, right? Like messed up the link or something, then testing it on Streamlabs wouldn't be working as well, right? And I can like test subscribe and it shows up. But it didn't show up on the stream either, right? Yeah, right. That's not the purpose. But I think I will take a break now and eat my chicken nuggets. And I have said everything. I mean, I got the foundation going. And it worked. It worked on Twitch. When I used it for Twitch, it worked just fine. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I think I will take a break because I'm doing this for 2.5 hours almost. And this is taking way longer than I thought it would. And I don't have that much time today. And I will look around on Twitter or Discord to find a fix. Maybe I can get it worked out. Yeah. Maybe it's just like... Maybe I just had to restart the stream. I will probably do another test run this evening. And see if everything works out. And thank you so much for helping me out. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope to see you tomorrow. And thank you so much for helping me. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be aware of these issues. So it really helped me out. Thank you a lot for that. Yeah, I know that you can open a waiting room. I know that this feature exists, but I didn't look into it, how it works. But I plan to do that. I just haven't figured out what I will show during the waiting room. Maybe just a picture or something. I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing another test run or I'm just having a scuffed debut. I mean, all of the HoloLive English first generation members had a scuffed debut stream, so maybe that's a way to success, having a scuffed debut stream. Well, then, see you maybe this evening or tomorrow. Hope you're having a great day. And bye bye!